Hello YouTube, in today's video we're going to answer a question that everybody's wondering. Can you replace plastic grind sleeves on a BMX with powder coating? I know what a lot of you are thinking. This isn't a very practical video. There's never going to be a situation where the whole world shuts down, everything is closed, and you can't just go out and buy yourself some new grind sleeves. I'm with you, but let's just play along. For any of you who may have clicked on this video because it had something to do with powder coating and have no idea what a BMX grind peg is, all it is a piece of tubing, usually metal, that bolts onto either your front or rear axle and allows you to do tricks. I have two perfectly good replacement sleeves, so you may be asking yourself, why would I bother making this video? Well, in one of my last videos I did some powder coating, and I mentioned that my powder coating equipment was about 12 or 15 years old. When I said that, I realized that I also had some powder that I bought at the same time, and that means that it is also 12 or 15 years old. Unused powder coating material collects moisture over time, especially if it's not stored properly, and the end result is a finish on your powder coating that isn't very good. As some of you may know, what powder coating material basically is pulverized plastic. You apply it to a part, bake it in an oven, and it becomes a fairly durable coating. So, what we're going to find out is, will it stand up to the abuse of a grind sleeve if I put several layers on it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the peg on this piece of aluminum, and when I apply the first coat of powder coat, it's going to stick the peg to the plate. That will make it easier for me to take it in and out of the oven because I'm going to have to do it several times. I don't want to have to fiddle with it and hang it. And then once we're done, there's going to be a thick layer of powder coat on here and on the peg. Although we will be using the black powder coat that is in these containers, my first application is actually going to be white powder coat, because if I put black on black, you guys aren't going to be able to tell that anything actually happened. This process is going to take quite a bit of time. A single layer of powder coat isn't that thick, and we have to build it up to be probably about 4 millimeters. So the first thing we're going to do is apply a single layer of powder coating onto this peg, and then we'll measure it and find out how many layers we're going to need to add. So before we add our first coat of powder coat, I'm going to accurately measure the diameter of the peg. After we add our first layer of powder coat, I will measure it again and we'll be able to tell how thick the powder coating is. And then we'll know how many coats it should take. 1.181. And now to measure the actual thickness of the sleeve, it is 0.156. Hey guys, this is Joel from the future. I'm just dropping in to say that this video took a lot longer than expected. It takes a long time to put that many coats of powder coat on something, so this video is going to be in 2 parts. If you just came here to see the riding and testing part, skip to part 2, and if you want to see how these pegs were made, stick around. We've got everything set up and ready to go, so let's get our first coat applied. I forgot to turn on the ventilation fan. Our first coat of powder coat is now fully cured. We're going to take it out, measure it, apply a second coat, and then put it back in. 191, so 10 thousandths, so 5 thousandths thickness. Black has much better coverage. Black coat number 2.
Coat number 3 is black.
And I've decided to switch back to the white. There we go. All right, it's 10 p.m., which means it's the end of day 1 on this project. Back at it again tomorrow, and eventually we'll get to test it. Here we are at day number 2 of the peg coating journey, and I thought I would show you guys what the measurement of the peg is when it's cool. I've got the first coat on of the day, and it's in the oven baking. I tried to get a clip of it, but my Hero 7 seized up, and so I have no footage of that. I will continue trying to get footage if my camera will cooperate. Alright, I'm watching some YouTube, replying to some comments, and editing some video. Waiting for the timer to go on the oven, and I figured I would show you guys once what is involved in actually putting 1 coat of powder on. Turn on the fan. Put that cover over there. Flip that lid so that all the air gets pulled from the vent in that corner. Turn on my second fan. Grab the piece out of the oven, reset the timer to 20 minutes, take it over here. This is supposed to be wiped off and I always forget, so wipe that off, set this down. This is normally when I turn the camera on at some point, and so then I grab this stuff. Try not to get in front of the camera and apply a coat. Okay, we're done applying our powder. I normally shut the camera off, grab this, bring it back over to the oven, pop it in, make sure everything's good, temperature, grab a rag, come over, wipe this off, and there's one coat done. We're now going to do a coat of white. Exciting stuff. .417 degrees, 1355. You can see the ridge around the top of the peg has almost disappeared. We can check to see how much the temperature drops by spraying this stuff on. It was 417 when I took it out of the oven. 288. How round it is on the top. .431. I've decided for the final coats I'm going to change the color, both so the camera can pick it up easier and so that it's more interesting to look at. We are about to start applying the final color, and I think you guys are going to find this pretty interesting. It's pretty bright. Alright, I'm ready to put my first coat of the new color on. I got my phone set up there so you guys can get a better view. And yeah, let's get this party started. Alright folks, this could possibly be the last coat. I'm going to pull it out, take a quick measurement, and see where we're at. 1.474, and ours is, oh, 1.486. we are done. All right. Wow, we're actually done. Over 30 coats of powder coat. But you know what? It turned out way better than I expected. I don't think this camera can really pick up how nice it turned out, but yeah, I'll try to put some pictures in so you guys can get a better idea of that. We ended up basically recreating this peg sleeve, and that's what we were aiming to do. So all there is left to do now is test it. That's going to be in part 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.